What you are witnessing is history. This is the first footage of the Joby's takeoff and landing. Hey everyone, this is Alan from EV News, and today I want to talk about Joby, the Uber of the sky, and how you can invest. Before I get into Joby and why I love this company so much and why I see great potential here, I want to ask you guys to go ahead and like and subscribe. Let's get into this video. Let's go. The first thing that I want to talk to you guys about today is that Joby Aviation has completed their merger with reInvent Technology Partners, and they will now be listed on the New York Stock Exchange. This is exciting. Joby is an eVTOL company. And what does eVTOL stand for? In case this is the first time you're hearing about this, it is an electric vertical takeoff and landing. It is a type of aircraft that uses electric power to hover, take off, and land vertically. So what I want to talk about is why I like Joby and the great things about this company. So first thing is the company has spent more than a decade developing piloted all-electric vertical takeoff and landing passenger aircraft with over 1,000 test flights conducted to date. And what we were seeing earlier, that history in the making, is that it's the first footage ever of their successful takeoff and landing. So that's huge news. Also, that video was dropped today, the same day as the merger with reInvent Technology Partners. And you can see here that, in fact, if you look in that bottom right corner, they have 10 years in development. There is the Joby. It has a 150-mile range. It goes 200 miles per hour top speed. It is a 5-seater, so there's 1 pilot and 4 passengers, and it is extremely quiet. It is a great opportunity here to invest in Joby. And what Joby is really capitalizing on is that the urban traffic networks have collapsed. So congestion is bad and it's getting worse. It shows right here that LA's traffic has increased 80% since 1990. And this is what they believe is that they have this massive untapped market opportunity that has 500 billion addressable market for the US alone, and a total global addressable market is north of $1 trillion. So that is super exciting news. And where in the world are they targeting? Well, of course, as you can see here, you do have San Francisco, Los Angeles, Vancouver, New York City, Dallas, Texas representing, Mexico City, and then it's all international after that to Singapore, Hong Kong, Tokyo, Rio de Janeiro, Berlin, London, Paris, Sao Paulo, Melbourne, Dubai. You have tons of opportunities throughout the big cities around the world. So that's really cool that that's where they're looking for. So that's why I'm bullish on them right there in terms of their actual company. And now when we look here, they intend to operate clean, quiet, and affordable air taxi service starting in 2024. So that's big news right there. And then they are the first company to actually agree certification basis for an eVTOL aircraft with the FAA. And I think this is actually huge news. It might be something that most people are overlooking, but they are the first company that is looking to get certified by the FAA here, and that is the Federal Aviation Administration for its vertical takeoff and landing. And then the company also announced that it's achieved its next milestone in the Agility Prime program by beginning to generate revenue. So they have revenue there, and they're going to be certified. They're going to be the first eVTOL company to be certified by the FAA. So another thing that I'm really, really bullish about is that Joby Aviation is the first company to be granted airworthiness approval for an eVTOL aircraft by the actual US Air Force. And as you can see here, Joby Aviation receives that first worthiness approval from the US military for the electric VTOL aircraft. As you can see there, they're with a US Air Force gentleman. And as you can see here, in this investor presentation from Joby, they have early revenue opportunity that reduces technology risk. And as you can see, they have 3 government entity clients and military flight release granted as of December 10th, 2020. So that is huge news. We are announcing a world's first. Joby Aviation is receiving the first military airworthiness approval for an electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. That's by Dr. Will Roper, who is U.S. Air Force and Space Force Acquisition, Technology, and Logistics Chief. The company also has a strategic partnership with Toyota for production, and so I want to talk about that as well. Toyota and Joby Aviation are flying to new heights together. That is exciting. This is as of last year, 2020. And when we look here in their presentation, you have preparation for scaled manufacturing, Joby plus Toyota there. This strategic partnership since Series C in January 2020 brings world-leading scaled manufacturing experience and quality to the EV sector. So they have that partnership there, which I believe is massive. And here are the other strong investor bases that they have already, the existing ones. And that's, of course, as you see, Toyota there on the top. You have Intel, you have Uber, you have JetBlue, all these other companies here, AME, Cloud Ventures. So yeah, you have a bunch of investors and a lot of big companies there, as you can see. So that's great news for Joby and great news for investors, of course. And then another thing is that they've recently acquired Uber Elevate, and that's why I'm calling them the Uber of the sky, because Joby Aviation welcomes new $75 million investment from Uber as it acquires Uber Elevate and expands their partnership. This is as of December 8th, 2020. So just over 2 months ago. Fantastic news. And as we see here, you can see that Joby acquired Uber Elevate in January of 2021. It de-risked go-to-market, de-risked demand generation. They have that there. And it's just as simple as getting an Uber already. You have the app on your phone, and all you have to do is just click fly, set your departure to the destination, click fly, and get going. So that's pretty exciting there. Another thing I want to talk to you guys about is the anticipated timeline to certification and to commercialization. So we had 2020, they received the certification basis. 2021, their aircraft design lock certification component level testing. Then in 2022, they'll get that FAA certification flight test. And then after that, we're really looking into 2024 is when they will have commercial service launch in initial markets and global commercial service launched as well. Huge news. So I want to go over really where they see themselves in approximately 10 years. Joby estimates to have roughly 14,000 vehicles generating about $20 billion in revenue. And then they're estimating about 5 billion miles flown. They want to have a presence in over 20 cities worldwide. And this is in 10 years, right? So this is huge news. And then 50% or more recurring aircraft revenue contribution. Huge news. It's exciting. It is the air taxis of the future. It is air taxis of like Uber Air. I love it. I think this is going to be huge because of those partnerships that I had mentioned earlier, the Airworthiness Approval from the US Air Force, that FFA certification, and then in 2024, which is only 3 years away. And then this transaction and this merger values combined company at $6.6 billion post-money equity value. And that is huge news. Today, RTP or Joby is actually at $13.45, as you can see, and why I think it's a good buy. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor, but based on this graph here, you're going to see the news was dropped today, where it dropped actually from $14 down to under 13, and it's been sitting in the 13s all day. And over the last 5 days, before the merger, when it was just like the rumor, it was sitting at $15. Now it is confirmed. We are sitting at 13. I did mention it is 3 years away from actually having the services that they talk about. And so it's a long-term investment. All the companies that I really talk about today, or that I talk about in general, are long-term investments. So that is Joby. I recommend you guys get on their website. It's just jobyaviation.com and take a look. It's really cool. As you can see, you can watch the full film right there of the landing. I hope you guys got a lot out of this video. It is huge news. Great day for Joby. Great day for the eVTOL industry. All right, everyone. Well, this concludes my research here on Joby and this eVTOL company. If you're interested in the eVTOL industry and you want to learn more about where to invest, I did make another video. You can click that link up above that goes over 2 other eVTOL companies plus a supersonic high-speed aviation company that I highly recommend looking into as well. Thank you guys for your support. You guys, once again, hit like and subscribe. I'd like to hear from you down in the comments below. What do you think about the eVTOL industry? Are you invested? Where do you think this is going in the future? I think this is quite exciting times for the future of air mobility, especially electric air mobility. I will talk to you guys soon. Once again, this is Alan from EV News. Know what you own. See you guys in the next video. Bye.